If you're thinking about starting on Amazon and wondering whether Amazon is dead, then this is the video for you. Today, I will be sharing with you what I and other Amazon sellers think about getting started on Amazon in 2021, and I reveal the reality of the situation of selling on Amazon. So stay tuned. If you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Parkinson and I've been selling on Amazon now for 4 years. Right now, I'm on a mission to do £1 million in the UK by the end of 2021 doing online arbitrage. Now, if you want to see more about my journey and how I'm getting on, including my profits, check out the video up there. I will share a link to everything where I give a quarterly update on my entire journey, what I've learned and what I'm going to do differently going forward. Hopefully I can share a thing or two for you in your journey as well. But hey, enough about me. What are we going to go through today? First things first, number one, I'm going to go through what is everyone saying, what's the lay of the land. Number two, is Amazon really dead? The truth revealed, and I'm going to share with you the information behind that. Number three, I will share with you, should you start selling on Amazon in 2021? And then finally, number four, what others are saying are poll results from other Amazon sellers. And I think that will quite surprise you. Let's get started. Number one, what is everyone saying? Well, as you might be thinking, with the ever increasing growth rate of sellers on Amazon and the ease at which people can get started selling on Amazon, this has led to reduced profits and people believing Amazon is dead. Now, some say that Amazon's become too competitive, even more so when you consider the fact that Amazon marketplaces have a total of 9.9 million sellers worldwide, of which 1.9 million sellers are active. This would lead me to believe that selling on Amazon profitably is harder than ever. You know what? I've heard people say the Amazon gold rush is over. The main issue now is competition. There is an enormous amount of third-party sellers. This is just crazy. In addition to this, numerous brands and categories are being gated and restricted by Amazon, whereby they were previously once not. Quite simply, Amazon is now gating people in brands and categories that were previously ungated in, all making it harder to sell on Amazon. And I will add to this that there are new brands coming into the platform, but more categories are gated for new sellers than ever before, and this has become a massive issue since new sellers are gated in almost all top categories. This basically means that they have fewer products that they can safely buy and resell on the Amazon platform without getting a warning or even suspended. Now, I'll leave an overlay or some pictures around here of some of the comments people have said about getting ungated. Now, we've seen Amazon sellers saying, Amazon really shouldn't allow you to list products and then gate you on them. It's so frustrating. I understand that I'm gated in most categories, and I believe a lot of these you could get approved for as you could build a history. But quite simply, these are the problems people are facing right now about being gated in products and gated in brands when they're starting to sell on Amazon. Now it gets worse as the retail stores we are buying from are now refusing to sell in bulk. This became a problem for sellers since this makes it harder to get enough of the good deals that we're buying to grow your business. You can see that Boots are cancelling their orders because of the frequency of ordering and they failed validation checks. Basically, they just don't want to sell to you. Now, this is a real frustration for Amazon sellers. Now, Amazon sellers are saying that the easy money is now gone, the market is oversaturated, and with that said, aspiring Amazon sellers are now in doubt as to whether they should be entering this platform. Hence why you're probably watching this video today. Now, question for you guys, I'm talking about what we're seeing in the groups, but I want to ask you the question, do you think Amazon is dead? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think Amazon is dead? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, this leads me nicely on to number two, is Amazon dead? I share with you 3 truths. So, first things first. Let me talk about how e-commerce is growing based on sales. It has been reported that the consumers spent $861 billion online in the US in 2020. They saw a 44% jump in comparison to 2019. Now, this was considered the highest annual US economic growth in the last 2 decades. In addition to this, look at this graph that I'll share around here, and it shows normal growth rate about 5%, the orange line. Then look at Amazon's growth rate. It's growing at 15%, that gray line. That's just crazy. Okay, that leads me nicely onto my second point. We've already understand that Amazon is growing and growing at an exponential rate in comparison to the market norms, but how much does Amazon represent of the e-commerce trade within the USA? Let's have a look at this chart here. What you can see is quite simply, Amazon is growing, or represents, 38.7% of all online e-commerce transactions, which is absolutely huge. Now, if you are gonna sell online, out of all the options you can choose by a country mile, by looking at this one graph, you can see Amazon is pretty much the only option and just dominates the field. So if you are thinking about selling online, Amazon is pretty much the go-to place that you want to be part of. Okay, that leads me nicely onto my third point. We've already understood that e-commerce, or should we say online shopping, is massive, and Amazon's growing at a great rate versus the norm, and they represent such a huge proportion. But how much is Amazon actually making? Well, according to a recent result, and let's put it out there, Bank of America, they estimate that Amazon generated 79.8 billion in the fourth quarter of 2019 from US sales alone, which is massive. Now, we already understand that Amazon represents about 38.7% of the e-commerce market share. Massive numbers indeed. And the important fact that now you really want to know is, out of all of that money, how much of it is third-party sellers? Well, it's over half. By Amazon's own admission, what they're saying is more than half of the transactions are from third-party sellers. And that is based on this information, the number of units sold on Amazon by third-party sellers. That is crazy. Now, you can see from this data for that most quarters, over 50% of the units sold are from third-party sellers. That means more than 50% of that original 79.8 billion in quarter 4 2019 sold on Amazon was from third-party sellers. That makes this market huge. And not only huge, but also growing at a massive, crazy rate. Remember that 44% I talked about earlier. That makes this an amazing opportunity for third-party sellers to get themselves into. Now, quite simply, that leads me on to number 3. Should I still sell on Amazon FBA? Quite simply, regardless of getting the more competitive, there is still a huge opportunity to be had so long as you do it right. I said it earlier and I'll say it again, thousands of sellers are making great income online doing Amazon arbitrage and other business models on Amazon. One top tip is to avoid products that will risk your Amazon account, and I'll drop a link above to a video that I created about Amazon products to avoid in 2021, which is really going to help you. Now, if you're worried about getting products that are unauthorized to sell, then planning ahead, getting ungated, and checking for restrictions before you buy will really help. And if you want to know more about restrictions, then check out the link above on how to get ungated in Amazon 2021. It's the video I created that's just going to really support you. Now, I'm talking about it here, getting ungated, getting restricted, selling on Amazon, and my God, this opportunity is huge. And not only is it huge, it's growing at an even faster rate. There is still an amazing opportunity to get started on Amazon. But if you are wondering right now, how do I do it? Look no further than the FastTrackFBA Express course. This is a free 7-day course I put together of all my best YouTube content and private content organized in a structured way that's going to help you out getting started on Amazon. I will drop a link down below to the FastTrackFBA 7-day Express course that's just going to really help you out. Check that out. Trust me, it's just going to accelerate your game, get you started on this amazing marketplace now. Now, that leads me nicely onto number 4. The poll results are in. Is Amazon FBA truly dead? We tell you the truth. So, recently we posted a poll on our YouTube channel community with the question, is Amazon FBA dead? And you know what? 119 viewers came back and they gave us their answer. 85% of them said no, it is not dead, and the remaining 50% said yes, it is. Now, the same question was posted in our Facebook group, and we had 46 responded with a no, it is not dead, 6 said yes. So the comments for it wasn't dead were some of them saying over 100,000 decent selling products, new products all entered into the market all the time. This is a no. FBA won't be dead, but sellers will be if people don't adapt. And I think that's really, really true. Now, some people for the dead side did say it's dying, Amazon is even admitting that they're saturated. And some other people are saying, yes, it's dead, everyone please quit, laugh out loud. Now, obviously, I'm guessing he wants to keep the profits, or that person does. So in summary, to answer your question, is Amazon dead in 2021? Well, my answer is hell no. This market is growing at the fastest we've ever seen it, and a large percentage of that growth is from third-party sellers, and the vast majority of existing sellers think that Amazon is not dead. Is Amazon getting harder? Yes, I'll never deny that, but the world is changing. But is it dead? No, definitely not. Now, I've just shared with you if Amazon is dead, and I've given you the answer to that, but I will share to you now, if you are still thinking about selling on Amazon, check out a link to a video I put around here about 10 reasons why you should start selling on Amazon FBA. Check that out, it's really going to help you out. But what I will say is hopefully you've enjoyed this content, and if you have, give me a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. That's the subscribe button down below. But for me, Thomas Parkinson and FastTrackFBA, thank you very much.